Kyrie 24 hours ago, everybody was so high, and after the win and tonight, the performance. What would you attribute to tonight's performance?
I just think that the start of the game for us was a telltale sign. Just how the night was gonna kind of go. It just, we get a switch with JT out on Derek Favors, and kind of expecting him to attack, and then that's our first possession of the game, and then after that, just the flow of the game as well, and then the physicality picked up as Utah does so well. And they know us very well, and we know them very well. But I think that they limited us from certain opportunities at the rim, as well as making guys make decisions and forcing us into some early turnovers. And then, of course, just not being smart on my part, just getting into some fouls, whether I fell into the guys or not. It just wasn't smart on my end. And taking myself out of the game kind of limits some opportunities on the offensive end, which slowed down the pace. And but shit happens sometimes. So it's just part of the NBA season. But we could have had every excuse in the world. We went out there and competed. I think that as one of the leaders on the team, we kind of expect the effort level to be a little bit higher, even after a back-to-back. Had a pretty good shoot around. I think initially starting the game, we just weren't in the right spots. Where we just went over a game plan, and we're hoping to execute it to limit some of their opportunities on the offensive end, and then them getting out in transition, getting easy baskets, and they just felt good about themselves for the rest of the night, where they felt pretty much in control of the game.
A lot of missed shots. Do guys get down on themselves still, just from?
I mean, I hope not. I mean, I really hope not. I think that the amount of work we all put in, it shows for itself whether you make shots or not. I just think that as you get older in this league and you realize the type of level that you're at as an NBA professional basketball player, I don't think missing shots should ever get you down or anything like that.
Were you playing with fire with the 3 fouls and getting the 4th foul beforehand?
Just not smart. Just not smart at all. So that's just a lot of responsibility, and then my pressure on the basketball it just took me completely out of the gameplay. Just picking up my second as well, and just wasn't smart on mine. I gotta be better.
Were you surprised at all when Brad went that deep into the bench with about 8 minutes to go? The game was still kind of there.
No, not at all. I think those guys, they deserve to play at that moment. We just didn't have it. With the primary group of guys that we played, we just didn't have it. And we've seen other great coaches in the league do it, of just really just making a statement, and putting other guys in that are going to play hard and be in the right spots. And they showcased that. We ended up winning the last quarter, or the last minutes that we played, 20-15. So they deserved it.
You brought up toughness a couple of times to us just now. This team might be lacking it from one of the past. Where do you guys, develop that, and what signs are you seeing that maybe it isn't there where it needs to be right now?
There's just a collectiveness that we need to have, team, effort and attitude, no matter what the game's going on, anything like that. And I just think also just the inconsistencies that we've been showcasing too. Just I think that it can be frustrating as a coach as well as a player to you expect to play at a certain level. We go over things. We have a pretty kind of free-flowing locker room. And, coach just wants us to go play hard for him, and he deserves that. So. I don't blame him for saying that we're lacking toughness at that point of just willing yourself to be in the right spots and stay disciplined and be smart enough to follow the game plan.
Kyrie, how do you guys not? I mean, it seems like tonight there was a couple of moments, threes, crowds trying to get into it, missed. Mm-hmm. Guys put their head down, a step back late on defense. They get a transition bucket or transition 3. Mitchell with a 3. How do you guys get that? Maybe Brett's toughness to overcome getting pissed down after missing a shot.
Comes with experience. That's the best thing I could really say. It comes with experience of you try to find a balance of wanting it so bad, and then realizing that it's just the law of averages. Not every shot is not going to go in, but I think also it's the timing of it. It could be a little deflating, because. We all expect like a wide open 3 to go in, or a nice play, or an aggressive driving kick to go in. It just doesn't happen, and I think that part of the experience and growth and maturity of our team, as well as some of the young guys on our team, is just moving on to the next play, and just realizing that the next possession is going to dictate, your impact. So, That's really just what it comes down to. That's all. It's not a simple thing, but it'll be a big difference in guys' games, including myself sometimes too. So.
Is it fair to say you think the biggest issue you guys have is that some guys are pressing right now? Would you say that?
Whatever word you want to use. I just think that for the amount of work, like I said before, that guys put in, I think they have expectations for themselves, and I think that's completely normal. Them getting down on shots or not, being in the right spots, I think that you just have to find a happy balance between those two, because it's just going on in this early part of the regular season. Teams are coming at us, so they're expecting to make shots. They have a great rhythm or something like that, and then we get hit in the mouth a few times, and we just got to be able to respond.
Last year, you guys had a lot of patience in kind of working through your possessions, seeing an action not work and knowing you can kind of reset and go back. And this year, it seems like you guys are kind of trying to take a shot a little earlier on the shot clock. What do you think is different with the way that the guys are trusting the play to develop?
Well, I think that guys have gotten better, and I think that guys want to take advantage of their talents. And with that being said, I think last year we had the young guys that are in the locker room now, and some of the guys that are playing, they were a little bit younger, so they weren't expected to do as much. And I think that the amount of pressure that we put on them to perform every single night is something that they have to get used to as being a part of a great team like this. So if you're not playing to the standard, then as a team we just don't all click. And I think that once we get there and we find that consistency, then we'll be great.
Last question.
16 games in now, so where do you think you guys are in terms of
I don't know. I'll leave that
picture?
up to you guys in terms of. And it's not a team. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be the most patient in my locker room in terms of how we figure this thing out, and ups and downs and stuff like that. I just try to be as critical and analyze the game as objective and subjective as possible, and then move on. So that's it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Kyrie.